Hey guys, it's Average Gatsby, and welcome to Engineering the Asylum Part 2, Mordin's mission. I just talked to the good doctor, and now I'm switching my weapons. I'm going to be taking the Predator heavy pistol, but leaving my allies with the Carnifex hand cannon, solely for ammo reasons. I just need it, and, you know, I miss, so I can't, I'm not that great with the hand cannon in the beginning. I don't like to have it until I have another weapon that I can sort of supplement as anti-armor. So right here, you know, I see that the blood pack pyro can be exploded, and I do, but it does almost no damage to that trooper. And, you know, so more just for a cool effect. And then, you know, just basically pistol sniping in this beginning. I threw the drone down behind those two guys, and then I use my incinerate, and I'm able to actually capture both of them in the incineration. It kills one outright, the other one's almost dead, so I use a pull from Jacob, and then or from Miranda. I'm using my combat drone to just try to push these guys out from behind cover, so I can get a clear shot or use one of my abilities on them. But unfortunately, I'm not able to kill him before the krogan appears, so I'm you know, using the combat drone to just keep the krogan distracted and as far away from me as possible while I pop in shots. Also try to get some collateral damage from overloading the barrel, but it didn't really work. So then I hit him with cryo, you know, and basically completely take him out of the fight. I have, you know, my squad mates mainly do the work, attacking him when he's down, but you know, that's okay. That's, you know, they're here to fight too. And that's one thing that is great about cryo is, you know, you can use it, and sometimes you can just sort of forget about a character and just have your squad mates attack and get that damage bonus while you move on to the next target. As you can see, I'm always trying to put the combat drone behind almost pretty much the furthest back in I can see. And then I used cryo. I was hoping to pistol snipe him before he fell down, but he didn't, so I had to use an additional incinerate. So just using incinerate probably would have been better right there. Same strategy with that blood pack. And the nice thing about combat drone is, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be only for one guy. If you're able to kill someone quickly, your combat drone will just move on to the next person, and you know, it's pretty cool. I use incinerate just to get rid of the rest of that armor. And then same tactic as before, firing up the cryo blast. And you know, fortunately, by the time he got frozen, my incinerate was back. So then I just launched the incinerate and completely finished him off. I'm not sure if you get one, but I think you get a damage bonus for comboing a frozen enemy with incinerate. I don't know. I'll be using that more often in later videos to see if that's correct or not. I used, you know, notice right there, I can't even see that blood pack trooper in any way, but I can still throw down my my drone and it appears behind him. You know, it's just a really useful tool. And then right there, you know, I knew I was going to be able to do some close range shooting, so I just used cryo instead of my incinerate, although for now, you know, they would have been probably equally as good. I've run out of ammo now, so I'm using the shuriken, and you know, as you can see, cryo, I'm mainly using it for basically just a damage booster. You know, I only have to use a burst or two to finish someone off once they're cryoed, or frozen, I should say. I wanted to blow up that blood pack pyro right there, but I wasn't able to, so I had to fire a couple more shots into him. One thing I do want to talk about is the strategy of this mission a little bit. The positions that I took, I found to be the best. You know, basically starting off in that main room, and then moving your way up to the flank is really effective. And then just sort of waiting until those first two krogan come down the stairs or come out from the sidewall. Because if you try to move forward before that, it's very easy to get flanked on the right side of the map, just from the nature of the level. So I try to stay on that right side and try to just watch that door where the enemies spawn out of. So right there, I hacked the 2 terminals, and now I'm coming up to the top again. And right here, I see these 2 targets, and I really like to put my drone, on the enemy that's farthest back, and then because I want to keep him from being able to get into cover for the longest, which gives me the most opportunity to shoot, out of anyone. I used cryo right there, and I was hoping that my allies would finish him off, but I actually missed, so it didn't freeze him. But fortunately, he stayed out of cover, and then right there, I'm able to just pistol snipe the blood pack trooper who's been frozen, and then using incineration to finish off the last one. I'm checking for ammo right here. But that's something really important about the previous section. I'll mention again. Is just don't move forward until those first 2 krogan have been taken out. It's just too easy to get flanked up there, and if you're not careful, you can get killed pretty easily in this section. So right here, I'm doing a 1-2-3 combo on these distant enemies. I'm using Incinerate to completely remove that armor, and then following up immediately with Jacob's Pull, so I can. It's partially just safety, so I can make sure that they're out from behind cover. They're not going to duck down and hide away. And then either using right there, I wanted to overload the barrel, but that didn't work. Either using Miranda's warp and do the warp detonation, or firing off another Incinerate. As you can see, I'm really just trying to keep these guys from staying in cover and being able to do like that other blood pack right there did, and regenerate his armor and his health. I used cryo right there, but I really didn't need to because I ended up getting killed from the barrel. And then for this section, I really like to stay up at the top and send my drone and my powers down below and just sort of take these guys out as they're coming through the doorway. And also keep my squad mates up here as well. However, when the krogan starts coming, I move down the stairs again because I want to make absolutely sure that I'm not going to get flanked by that krogan and have him come up the stairs. So you see right here, my Fraps file ran out of memory on my hard drive, so basically I killed those 2 blood packs, including the blood pack pyro. Right there, I throw down the drone. I just want to keep him out in the open. I know he's out in the open over here, and fortunately, he's also next to a barrel, so I'm able to combo that in and destroy him. So as you can see, notice how the krogan is totally unaffected by the effects of being on fire. It's just something important to note. If you have the option, once it's reduced to health, for Incinerator cryo is almost always the better choice, because he's not going to be affected by your incineration. He will take health damage, but he won't have the same panic attack that these Vorcha do. I used the combat drone just to get him to turn around, and then cryo so I could go for the cool melee. Look how much damage that melee did. I mean, he still had about 3/4 of his health and just 1 melee, and he goes down for the count. So right here, I started to get a little bit nervous because I saw that there was a pyro and a krogan coming towards me, and so I'm just basically trying to pick my targets, using Miranda's warp to take out the blood pack pyro's armor, and then insta-killing it with my own overload. Using Jacob's Pull, although it didn't work because he reactivated his armor, but fortunately, Pull does do a little bit of damage, so he's able to die, and Jacob finishes him off with his Eviscerator shot. And then right there, using the drone again to just distract the krogan. And then switching over and using Cryoblast and just finishing him off extremely quickly. There's no way I could have finished him off that fast had I used really any other ability. So for right now, Cryo is basically your anti-Krogan move. It has other uses, but it's mainly for keeping those heavies out from cover and away from regenerating. Anyway, I'm Average Gatsby. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.